you different, you can't play your part. No, down, hey, tell you the truth, I wanted you from the start. Hey, I cannot play no, checking up with no, just not playing no part. Like, damn, leave me alone.
Morning, YouTube. It's another episode of SOTG. It's your boy Fly Rod coming at y'all. Hope y'all good this morning or whatever time y'all viewing this. Today we're going to talk about the Eagles, right? We're going to talk about the Super Bowl champs of last year and what they out here doing this year and what I think is going to happen for the end of this season. So first things first, last year, amazing, man. Like, that's the only word I can really think. I mean, anything that means great, like fantastic, Super Bowl champs. You feel me? But nah, like, I told everybody that was going to happen last year, man. And everybody says, oh, you say that every year, you say that every year. First off, I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I only say it if I really feel it. You know, I hope it every year because I'm a fan. So, of course, I'm going to hope every year my team's going to win. But at the end of the day, if I know my team's trash, I know my team's trash. I'm not going to say, oh, we're going to win it all this year when we can barely win a game. You know what I mean? Giants. Sorry. Yeah, so back into it. Like I said, we had a great year last year. You know, I did not, think that Carson Wentz would go down the way he did and get injured. But once he did, I still had all the faith in the world that we was going to win. People thought it was even crazier. Oh, now the starting quarterback go down and you still think they going to win? You really bugging. I'm like, listen, y'all sleeping on my boy Nick Foles. Like, y'all really sleeping on him. I'm telling y'all right now because, one, Nick Foles is not a bad quarterback. He's not Tom Brady. He's not Aaron Rodgers, but he's not a bad quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And the way that our offensive line was set up last year, we could have put anybody behind there. We've been putting in work. You know what I'm saying? We could have put Tyrod Taylor behind that line and made him look like Michael Vick. You feel me? So the line was great. So, the protection was great. So he had plenty of time to sit there and throw the ball. He could go through 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 progressions before he figured out, oh, I'm going to pass it to you right there. You know what I'm saying? So as long as he wasn't turning the ball over and played smart, he didn't have to be no elite quarterback. He just had to be decent. And then with the defense that we had, you know what I mean? If he did screw up and put us in a bad position, the defense was going to make up for it. It was going to clean it up for him. You know what I mean? So he was put in a position where he couldn't really do nothing but succeed. He would have had to really try hard to fail. You know what I'm saying? So I seen all that happening the way it did. And on top of that, he actually played great. I mean, that first game versus the Falcons, he wasn't that great in that game. But at the same time, he didn't turn the ball over, so he didn't hurt us. He didn't shoot himself in the foot. You know what I mean? Like, so we was okay. But then, for the rest of the playoffs and into the Super Bowl, played great, man. And it's just amazing to be able to experience that. Finally we got one. So everybody can stop, oh, the Eagles don't got no chance. We got one now, you know what I mean? No, we don't have 5. No, we don't have 6. You know what I mean? But we got one, all right? And that one was big because of the way we did it. You know what I mean? To me, it's worth 3 Super Bowls, in my opinion, because of who we beat, how we beat them, and the road to get there. You know what I mean? It was amazing. But with that being said, last year is over. Now we already halfway through this season, and so far we're not looking all that great this year. We've had a lot of injuries. Got to put that out there. I'm not saying it as an excuse. I'm saying it as a fact. We had Jay Ajayi went out, week 3, out for the rest of the season. Darren Sproles appeared in 1 game. Carson Wentz is still working himself back into form. Lane Johnson's been out. Jason Peters is not 100%. Then we had Alshon Jeffries missed like the first 3 games. So come on, I mean, in the defense right now, our secondary's all busted up. So we got a lot of injuries going on right now. So we try to work in new people in new positions, and it's like, people just look lost out there. I mean, I feel like that's a big contributing factor as to why we are where we are right now with our record being 4-5. With that being said, you know, the loss that we took to the Cowboys last night, I'm disappointed in that. You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't feel like that should have been a game that we should have lost. You know what I'm saying? I realize that some teams are better than their record, but you let a 3-5 team come into your home building and beat you. You know what I mean? Really what it comes down to is the Cowboys looked at it as a must-win game, and they won. You know what I mean? They came out and played like it was do or die. I'm not going to say that our effort wasn't there, but the execution wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? The defense was not doing their job last night. And I did mention that we got a busted up secondary. It has to be mentioned. But nonetheless, next man up. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the defense did not step up last night. The offense took way too long to get it together. You know, they did start clicking in the second half, but it's like, you know, you got to come out the gate like that, man. You can't have these slow starts, you know. And I understand with the offense not having that juggernaut at the running back with the three-headed monster this year, I know that's hurting us big time. I get it, you know, but we got to figure something out, you know. Yesterday was Golden Tate's debut as an Eagle. You know, it wasn't really a big factor. You know, I think he was targeted maybe 3 or 4 times. Maybe had like 2 catches. Wasn't a big factor. But hopefully throughout the season, for the rest of the season, they'll figure out a way to get him going and, you know, just get the offense going all together, because the offense has not been playing so well this year, and the defense really hasn't been stellar either. So, you know, it's not a surprise that our record is what it is. You know what I mean? With that being said, I don't see a repeat happening this year. Like I said, if my team ain't good, I'm going to let you know. They're not really that good this year. And as of right now, I don't see that happening for the Eagles. I mean, is it possible for them to turn the season around and still, you know, make some noise? Yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, 8-8 teams have won a Super Bowl before. You know what I mean? And they can definitely still end the year 8-8. It's not, you know, that's not crazy for that to, you know, be a thought. It could happen. But nonetheless, I don't think this is going to be our year this year. I mean, we got teams out there like the Rams, you know. You got the Saints playing incredible right now. I mean, the Steelers is, you know, looking better right now. I mean, you know, of course, you got to put the Patriots out there. Even though they got beat last night, they got destroyed by them Titans. They going to remember them Titans, for real. But there's a lot of teams, you know, and, of course, can't forget the Chiefs either. You know, of course, they're right there, too. So, you know, I feel like it's not our year regardless. Even if we were playing our best ball, I feel like our best ball might not have been on the level as those teams I just mentioned. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, I look forward to the Super Bowl regardless of who's playing. Of course, I'll root for my team to get there, but at the end of the day, you know, that's like a long shot at this point. But yeah, man, I don't want to make this video too long. So, you know, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. But, you know, if you guys got any comments, definitely feel free to comment below. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to keep these videos going. You know, probably after this video, I'm probably going to do daily videos after this one. You know, updates, you know, daily on what's going on in the league, whether it be the NFL or it be NBA. You know, just keep it flowing, you know. But I appreciate you guys watching, you know. And if you know anybody else that's into sports and stuff and you think they might be into it, share the link, you know what I mean? Put them on too, you know? I'm trying to get this thing out there. But y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. Have a good day.